Hey guys, so I've done a bit of an experiment this week because I've really been intrigued to know how my skin will react, like how I'll feel as well, just going about life without makeup for an entire week. For me, I think makeup has always been a bit of a security blanket as well, particularly being super acne prone. I know it can help, and I'm definitely not saying to not wear it because quite honestly, makeup is fun and it should be enjoyed, but I just kind of want to do this experiment to prove that it's not necessarily needed. So I kept a little visual diary. I'm going to take you along and show you some of the clips of me going about my life not wearing any makeup.
Okay, so it's day one and I feel like I couldn't have picked a worse day to start this because I'm so tired. I really feel like I'm going to need concealer today. So it's not even like I normally wear much makeup, but today I feel like I need it because I'm so tired, but this is what it looks like. Just SPF and moisturiser.
So to be completely honest with you, going to work without makeup does not faze me in the slightest. I've done it so many times before. I really enjoy going to the gym at lunch. I just find it a bit of a hassle to get up in the morning, apply makeup, and then a few hours later, take my makeup off and have to reapply it. So to be quite honest with you, the whole work situation was absolutely fine. I do find, and I don't know if anybody else has discovered this, if they are somebody that sometimes wears makeup and sometimes doesn't, and it could just be a confidence thing, but I just find that people do treat you a little differently when you are in makeup compared to when you're not. I did get some comments asking me if I was okay at work on a few of the days. I guess because they'd seen me without any makeup for a couple of days, potentially thought I was quite tired or run down. But no, this is just how I naturally look. And there was a few other days where I just think I felt worse because sometimes when you've got makeup on or even just a little bit of mascara, you just feel more awake and you feel more ready to kind of start your day and really do your best. I really enjoyed the low maintenance side of things. There's something really nice about coming home from work and honestly just getting straight into the shower, not having to think about taking off makeup, and you can just wash your face, moisturize, and that is that. And for somebody that was never able to do that because of my acne prone skin, I just absolutely love this feeling. The feeling I used to have of coming home after work and the first thing I do is take off my makeup, do a skincare routine. Whilst that felt good to take my makeup off, I honestly just couldn't be bothered sometimes, and yeah, it just felt a bit gross sitting under foundation all day. Another thing I've noticed is that yesterday was the day where I finally stopped the experiment and I went in just with a little bit of mascara like I'm wearing today, and I honestly felt really good. It did feel like I'd made some sort of effort. I don't know, I just feel like it's quite nice to have a few things in your makeup bag that kind of bring you to life, whether that's a little bit of highlighter, whether it is a bit of eyeliner, something special that you can add so that you don't look the same every day. I find that quite fun and experimental. I think the hardest part came when I had to go out without any makeup to an evening event. So when I was seeing some friends in the evening, not wearing any makeup, that was the biggest challenge for me because to be honest with you, I've never done that before. And I'm talking about any makeup whatsoever. So I have definitely gone out for drinks and whatever with no skin foundation, like with no makeup on my skin before. Since after Roaccutane and my skin has healed, I have done that a few times. But there has never been an occasion where my eyelashes have been bare, and yeah, it did feel a little intimidating. I found on that evening that I spent way longer thinking about what I was gonna wear, like doing my hair, because I was really worried that I was gonna turn up and maybe people would think that I just hadn't been bothered to make an effort, which is so weird because I don't actually think anybody noticed. After the first 5 minutes as well of actually like saying hi to people, it kind of just like evaporated. I kind of just forgot that I wasn't in any makeup. It was only really a reminder in a few hours when I went to the bathroom, looked at myself in the mirror, and then obviously saw that I wasn't wearing anything. But it really didn't stay on my mind like I thought it would do. It was actually just the build up, just the arriving and just thinking that people would assume I just either wasn't feeling great or that I just hadn't made any kind of effort. I have to say though, coming in after a night out and not having to think about taking your makeup off is probably the nicest feeling in the world. So here's where I could have really done with some makeup. I had a pH test for my acid reflux, and essentially it was a little tube that basically went through my nose but was taped down to my face. So once I had that taken off the next morning, it basically left this mark on my face all day long. Yeah, wasn't a great look. Could have really done with maybe just a bit of concealer to try and hide some of the redness, but I didn't. I stuck to this little challenge and I continued about my day going to work with this mark on my face. So in terms of my skin, I am actually having a pretty good run with my skin at the moment, and it's felt very clear for a few weeks now, probably up to about a month. So yeah, not wearing makeup, I don't know if that's necessarily helped me have clear skin. I really don't know if it is that, but it has definitely helped in terms of the texture because we're coming into winter. I have definitely been putting on kind of more moisturizer. I've been kind of nourishing my skin, and I do find sometimes if I'm wearing kind of like concealer or foundation anywhere, it does tend to dry things out.
So apart from this little guy here, I really haven't had any breakouts this week at all.
I also have like a sneaky suspicion that my skin really doesn't like it when I'm kind of over exfoliating and things. And I do find if I'm having to take off makeup every day, I'm using even just like a cotton pad to take makeup off and kind of not rubbing my skin, but even just lightly exfoliating it. Doing that every day can start to aggravate my skin. And also because I'm not having to use like a micellar water to remove the makeup, I'm also finding that it's a lot easier to kind of use less products, just keep my skincare routine super, super gentle, really stripped back. And I think that does generally agree with my skin. I'm still obviously cleansing in the evenings. I need to remove like my SPF, for example. But yeah, just having things at the bare bones, like really using basic skincare, not having to apply anything in the day has definitely helped the texture and the amount of breakouts. So the key lessons I've learned from this experiment is that makeup is so useful in helping you feel awake and good about yourself. I think it's amazing to be able to put on some makeup when you want to dress up and make an effort for like an evening event or even a daytime event, but it is something to add that makes you feel kind of a little bit more special than every day. I've also noticed that I just don't really need it, so I can go and do all the things that I enjoy doing without makeup and no one judges you for it. I think in your head you're going to imagine that everyone is going to think, why is she looking tired or run down or not made an effort? But in all honesty, no one else cares. I don't necessarily think that not wearing makeup helps you clear your skin. I just think that sometimes giving your skin a break from always applying makeup does help your skin heal potentially quicker. I've just found that potentially with spots that I've had this week, whilst there's been very few of them, they heal a lot quicker when you're not kind of trying to apply concealer to them, or you're not just layering on things to try and get rid of it or hide it. I find that it does heal quicker. One of my favourite benefits is actually the amount of time it has saved me. So I did not have to get up earlier in the morning to apply whatever makeup I felt like, even just mascara and concealer. Those sort of things can take a little bit of time in the morning to do. I've also absolutely loved coming home and not having to think about taking my makeup off. I could just jump straight into the shower, cleanse my face and moisturise, and that is literally it. And I love doing that. But really, it's so personal, and I think if you feel like wearing makeup every day, then you should so do that, own that. It is completely your choice, but I just feel like this experiment has helped me understand that it's not important for me to wear makeup every day. If I do want to wear it, it is for myself and not because I feel like I have to. I also think my skin has been doing so well thanks to my new skincare routine. I have updated it a little bit because it's now autumn. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it on screen now, so go and check that out and let me know what you think, and I'll see you over there. Bye guys. And then my favourite step of the whole routine comes last, and I usually let my moisturiser sink in for about 15 minutes or so, and every other night I go in with tretinoin, which I'm sure lots of you know if you follow my channel because I talk about tretinoin all of the time. So yeah, I'm still using